Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Paul again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wisconsin's offense takes the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sunseri. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Rushes on him. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Another incompletion on third down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it's Sunseri. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone. Nope. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got room to work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. On target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on first down. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bridges. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Complete to start this drive. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Badgers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. A little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Hands it off. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. It's caught. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action. Good timing on the quick out. And he strides his way into the end control here in week 9.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 4 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's locked. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They'll try to get it through the air. It's caught. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Plucks it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's locked. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Run in the red zone. It's Sunseri.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 18 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back in the 10.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Wisconsin, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's second down.
Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Best. And his first pass is incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Working that left side now. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Second down.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Best. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. The Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.